This could be the day after a lot of weeks of vetting. Supreme Court Justice nominee could come today from the White House. That's the big speculation.
That is what we're hearing, but no one hears it first. Over ABC's chief Washington correspondent, host of This Week, George Stephanopoulos, joining us right now with the latest from Washington. George.
Diane, there is a very good chance this could happen today, the decision that we've all been waiting for on the Supreme Court. Both President Obama and Vice President Biden are in town in Washington today, but just for a few hours. They both head out to the West Coast for separate trips to the West Coast this afternoon. So there's this window of opportunity this morning where an announcement could be made. As of late last night, White House aides tell me the president had not made a final decision. He was still asking some questions, but they were saying it could come today. The congressional leadership, neither the top Republican or the top Democrat in the Senate, have been informed of a choice yet, but an administration official tells me this morning to stay on your toes.
But George, the decision had not been made as of last night. This is moving fast. And the convention usually is it's made, it's leaked a little bit. If there's a problem out there, you can always retract it. Why so fast?
This administration does not want to do that. They want to keep secrecy over the process. They've done a pretty good job of keeping secrecy over the process, although there's some sense of what the president's shortlist is right now. Just because we have not been leaked word quite early this morning, as has happened in the past, White House aides tell us that doesn't mean that it won't happen today, but the president was still deliberating last night.
All you're hearing indicate the same short list as the one at the front with 3 women prominent on it?
Three prominent women at the top. Judge Sonia Sotomayor, the federal appeals court judge out of New York. She would be the first Hispanic justice. Judge Diane Wood out of Chicago. She taught constitutional law with the president at University of Chicago Law School. Elena Kagan, the former dean of Harvard Law School, now the Solicitor General of the United States. Some talk, a little bit of talk also about Janet Napolitano, the Homeland Security Secretary, who is the former governor of Arizona, but most of the speculation on those 3 choices.
Tell me what you think about the Republicans at this point, George, because as we know, they drew a little political blood on national security in recent weeks, even though they're a minority. What kind of fight is the White House anticipating, and how do they plan to deal with it?
Well, the Republicans and conservatives have already prepared dossiers on all 3 of the top candidates. They'll be prepared to argue that they have instances of judicial activism. They'll be prepared to take aim at President Obama's core qualification of empathy. They also know, though, Diane, and I've talked to several Republicans in the Senate about this, that the chances that they're going to defeat President Obama's nominee are very, very low. The bar they're trying to set, they are trying to have a debate over the future of the court, over the ideological direction of the court, but they don't expect to get more no votes for this nominee than, say, John Roberts got, which would be in the low 20s. So the betting is that President Obama's nominee is going to get through absent any kind of a personal problem in her background, but you're still going to see a real ideological fight over the direction of the court.